Hey there, and welcome back to Prison Architect. This is episode 2. So, last time our prisoners arrived and we started building the prison, obviously. We still have next to no lights installed, we have no common room, we have no family facilities, which are a little bit of an issue. But I think what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to put a payphone in every cell. I mean, there's plenty of space for them, so if I put a payphone in every cell, that means that every prisoner has access to a phone, so at any time that they have free time and they're in their cell, they can call their family. And that sounds like a really good idea. So, I mean, they're not going to plan any prison breaks, so I suppose that's a good idea. So, it does, however, mean that payphones they have here, phone booths, are 300 each, which is very expensive. It's the same cost as a pool table. So, in fact, it's most of the price of a cooker. It's basically the same price as a large jail door, which is very expensive. But I think it'll be worth it to keep the populace under control. So, let's see. Where are we at? Doing okay. We're installing the kitchen right now, which also means I need to install the canteen. So if I install the kitchen and there's no canteen to eat in, then they're going to have problems. So let's go ahead and install all the benches and tables for the canteen. There we go, and I also need serving tables for the canteen. I'll go there, and that will make sure that the canteen is running fairly smoothly, hopefully. Everything else seems to be working fine. I could actually put in some visitation tables, which are actually better for keeping prisoners happy, family-wise. So yeah, I'll put in a couple of visitation tables, just 2 for now. Do I already have the? No, I don't have the metal detector installed yet. I want to put that in. There we go. I'll put the metal detector there. And what else do I need? Let's see. I have a couple of offices down there and a security office there. That's fine. I can't really do anything with the security office right now. Yeah, I could put lights in here, but it's not really worth it right now. I do need to install power to there, but other than that, that's all good. Is there anything that's going to make them immediately riot? Not really. I still need to research a couple of things like deployment and prison labour. Oh, and I can now get my my psychologist, so let's hire him. Hire the psychologist, that's going to be his office right there. So a desk there, chair there, filing cabinet there, and his bin. Go there, and we just set that as an office. There we go. I'll put in the walls later because this area doesn't really need any walls, with the exception of the cleaning cupboard and the oh, the fuck is it called? Laundry. But I'm not too bothered about them right now. The holding cell still doesn't have its benches and shit installed, which is interesting. That's fine. My workers are all working overtime to get this prison up and running in time. I need a couple more things of electricity, and that should hopefully power the kitchen. No, it hasn't powered the kitchen yet. Why is the kitchen not yet powered? Oh, because I haven't done underneath the middle thing here. That should be done very soon, and then hopefully we've got enough power for this. I think to make sure I'm going to put in some more capacitors. In fact, I'll put in 4 more capacitors, which cost me 4,000, but it's totally worth it. Right, good. The kitchen is now all a go-go, which is excellent. And actually, I want to put up brick walls to the kitchen right now, and the reason for that is that the kitchen is full of knives, and if inmates get in there, they're going to start stealing them and stabbing each other. So that's a pretty important thing to deal with. Okay, so I also want to put in a power line that goes underneath the power thing, and I'll just put it all the way to there, and that will power all of that cell block as well. It will take quite a while to install it, but it's necessary, so we'll do it. And that means that this metal detector will also be running full tilt. Actually, I want to remove this jail door right here. Dismantle it, please. Thank you. I don't want it right there. I want to put it here, I think. Actually, maybe here. No, I'll put it down here, because then the only thing that's not immediately available to all of them is the holding cell. In fact, no, I should just put it just after the holding cell, because then they can get everywhere to clean, but they don't need to be going to areas that would be dangerous for me. Also, I can set the yard right now as well. Let's put the yard just like... There we go. That can be the yard. Why not? Okay, so we've got some more prisoners arriving soon. That'll be fine. The holding cell is nearly done. I haven't hired an accountant yet. Can I do that? I can now hire an accountant. I'll put the accountant here. Right, rooms. I want an office right here for the accountant. I need the objects for her to be able to work. So I need a desk, a chair, and a filing cabinet. And she's going to get a bin as well, because all the officers are getting bins. That's good. So the canteen is done, the kitchen is done. Looks like breakfast is ready. So here come all the prisoners to eat. There's a bunch of guys who... Yeah, this guy has some contraband already. This, Ian Steele, he had some narcotics. Bad man. Are you going to bag up that contraband before someone grabs it? Nope. Betteridge got it. We're going to search you, because we know that you took the contraband. And there's someone else there who has some either contraband or a weapon of some description. That's fine. So our cells are now full. That's okay. We've got another day to be able to make any more, and we need to get everything else under control before we even start worrying about that. I can also take off the planning for here, like that. Make the place look a little bit more tidy than it was. I'll deal with the walls for there later on. There's nowhere else that's really essential for me to wall off right now. We've got loads of power on the power station now, which is excellent. And the place is getting a bit grubby. But that's okay. All these guys are now on free time. I need to get deployment fairly soon. I've got prison labour done. That's good. I don't care about cleaning or groundskeeping right now, because I'm not going to get either of those. I can now hire my doctors, which I will hire over here. We want 2 doctors. I want to set the infirmary to be here, and the morgue to be, if I just make that whole thing the morgue, and we'll have a morgue slab there, and a couple of medical beds, one there and one there. So that's the infirmary done and dusted, and all sorted. Why are we on bang up? We don't need to be on bang up. The entire prison is secure, so there's no reason to be on bang up at all. That's good. Now then, so that's the infirmary sorted. Yep, all the infirmary is now done, with the exception of the walls around it, which I can do at a later date. Are we still working? No, we're not. Good. So, time to start installing walls. It looks like all of these places are... all of these cells are now finished and operational, which is good. Let's install all of these walls here. I'm only putting in single blocks there because it's easier to do it this way. So this will finish off this cell block, and that will keep everyone in there sort of happy. They're going to start having issues with family soon. Yeah, we're getting some family and recreation issues here. So, how much is it? It's going to cost like $4.5 to put phones in every booth. I think it's worth it though. I'm going to put phones, I'll put them here. So there. I also haven't paid for the cell doors yet, which I'm not bothered about at the moment. Yeah, if I have a phone in every cell, it's a bit over the top. I don't need a phone in every cell, but it's nice to know that they'll definitely be able to get to call their families if they need to. I'm also going to put down some weights benches for exercise in the yard. I'll put 5 down. So that's 500 spent on weights benches, which I think is a good investment. The laundry is now done. So let's have 3 laundry machines. I'm going to have a couple of laundry baskets and a couple of ironing boards. Let's have one there and one there. That should be fine for now. Also, I'm going to put the walls down here too and set this room as the laundry. There we go, that's now the laundry. This doesn't need to be set as anything. I can also build a workshop right now, but I'm not going to. Cleaning cupboards done. I think everything is now marked out, with the exception of a common room, which I don't actually need, to be honest. I've got no real use for it. Once I've put phones in all the cells, that's pretty much the only reason you'd ever want the common room for, so I'm not bothered about that, to be honest. Let's see. Anything else need setting up? What's the next person I'm going to be hiring? I have no idea. Oh, the police chief. Oh, I actually wanted him over here. I could move someone. I have to move the accountant. Yeah, let's move the accountant. Let's go office, go away. And I'll move the accountant down in this area right here. I have more officers than I thought I did. I have 6 officers and I don't need 6 officers. Oh well, fine. Actually no, I won't put it there. I'll put it there, and that can be the lawyer's office. Not that I'm ever going to hire a lawyer, but you know, lawyers should be hidden away in the furthest away place from real human beings that you can find. So there we go. That will be her office. Let's just wait for her to grab it. Any second now she'll set to it. There we go. And now I can set this to another office and hire the chief of security, who will go there. And that should, yep, sets to the chief's office. He's researching deployment. Prison labour is now approved, but I think I need deployment in order to, yeah, I need deployment in order to actually get any work done, so that's a bit pointless right now, but it's fine. Let's go and wall up this area as well. I'm actually not going to put a wall there, I don't need it, but I am going to finish all the walls through the rest of the prison. There, like that. There we go. Why are we on bang up? We don't need to be on bang up, stop that. It's just causing people to get angry, and I don't like it when people get angry in my prisons. It means that they start rioting, and rioting is a bad thing. You would know if you'd ever had one. So, let's finish this off, and the last few walls for the solitary confinement, and that, I think, is everything. So I can now withdraw all of these, so I can get with all of them, and yeah, I've already set down the walls in here as well, so I can get rid of those. So that's all the planning now gone. Oh, I forgot to put power in for those washing machines. Alright, let's go like that. There we go, just in case I want to put any more washing machines on the end. It has no power and no water. No, it has water, it has no power, that's fine. Okay, so everything is being installed and put in nicely. I need to start planning out my next prison block, actually. So, yeah, like that. Like here, not there. Basically, we're just going to repeat this prison block on the side of it. Like so. Here we go, we've got a shower being used right now, and you see it just floods the entire place. But it doesn't matter, there's nothing of importance in there. The prisoners don't care particularly that that water's all in their gubbins, so I'm not too bothered about that. Right, there we go. So this will be the second prison block, and this will give us another 16 prisoners, so that'll be up to 32 prisoners. And then the next one will give us another 16 as well. We'll do that on the other side of this one, so down here. In fact, this should be 6, shouldn't it? I think. Seems right. Yeah, it is. Good. Right. So that's going to be one side or the t'other. There we go. So that's the entire cell, and I'll deal with the doors later. And 3 across there, 6x4. There we go. Okay. So as you can see, we're using up most of the space that's, well, maybe not most of the space, but a lot of the space that this small area will allow us, and that is enough for just a single type of prisoner. Hopefully they don't give me any high security when I get to the end of these. Medium security should be okay. Danger level is low, and 2 prisoners have serious complaints, but that should be okay. What are they? Recreation. Well, recreation is your own fault. You deal with it. Okay, there's plenty of phones, and we have exercise machines. Maybe I should just put in a couple of pool tables and TV somewhere. I think I could put these outdoors. They don't get damaged, so I'll put them in the yard. Because, don't really need them anywhere else. Let's put 3 pool tables in the yard. That should deal with everyone. And kind of means I don't need a... I could have sworn I put these benches in for the holding cell. I guess I didn't. Oh well. Let's put in a couple of toilets as well. Like that. And I need to pipe in these. Hopefully I can just use small pipes for this. I don't really want to put in large pipes just to get these 2 toilets working. We've still got some light bulbs installed apparently. Just get rid of those. Any more light bulbs installed? It should tell me... Nope, there's no more light bulbs installed. Something was trying to get my attention there. Danger level is low and increasing. Is that still... Yeah, still recreation. But apparently they're now dealing with that. So the people who have recreation issues should now... Yeah, good. They're starting to deal with their recreation issues. Bureaucracy, I want CCTV. And deployment is now done. So I can put a guard... 1 guard in the cell. I want 1 guard in... actually, I need to deal with that. Why are we on bang up again? Stop it. I want 1 in the canteen, because he needs to open that jail door in the kitchen. Set patrol for this guy as well. He can go backwards and forwards in there. Let's set up a round patrol in the canteen. There we go. And where else do I want one? I also want to put in a large jail door here. And once that's installed, I can then set a job for a guy in there. I also need more guys right here. I actually am making a profit now, which is good. Let's pause this for a moment because they're all working nicely. I want a guard in there at all times. I want him patrolling like that. That's good. And jobs. Okay, 15 jobs can go in here out of 20. 20 is the most you can ever do. You can also put people in the kitchen, but don't. Right now it's broken. Basically, if you put people in the kitchen, they will go and collect the ingredients for the food, which means they wander through this staff door here. Well, the staff let them through. They wander down the outside of the prison, out of this door here, to the deliveries area where they pick up the ingredients, or they would if they didn't realise that they are now outside the bounds of the prison control area and think, yeah, actually, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to run away. So you get escapes. So yeah, the kitchen staff are broken right now. Don't use them. It's a recipe for disaster. But I'm going to put 4 people in the laundry, and I'm going to put the rest in the cleaning cupboard. So everything gets cleaned. And that'll be nice. And hopefully it will deal with any problems we have with dirty laundry. Now then, I also want to start building these other prison blocks, but I think, well, I'm going to have to do that in a minute anyway. I also want to set, why can't I set security? Oh, because I don't have CCTV yet, that's why. I don't have the lawyer, the janitor, or the gardener, but I'm not bothered about any of those, because I haven't researched them yet. I could put in some windows and stuff, but there's not really a lot of point. What I do want, though, is solitary doors for the solitary cells. I also just realised I have no door into here. I'm going to knock down that wall and put in a door. I don't know what I'm going to do with this area, if anything. I also need to start installing light bulbs. In fact, I'll do that now. No, I won't actually. I'm going to put down the foundations for this first, because it's far more important that I have somewhere to put my new prisoners rather than... can I dismantle that tree? Thank you, because it's kind of in the middle of my cell block and I don't really want that. Okay, and then we'll have doors. I'm not sure which way this will open, so I'm going to do a test. That's one click goes there. So we'll see if that opens upwards or downwards, and then I'll know where to put the first click and the third click doors. Don't worry if you don't understand that, I know what I'm talking about. That's all you need to know. So, yeah, this is good. Planning, I need to remove these doors right here, just so I know that where I'm putting my cell doors. That's good. So this will be the second cell block, even though I actually planned it to be the third one, but it's not a big problem. I mean, who cares what order I do cell blocks in? They're all exactly the same anyway. And that's good. So let's triple speed this. I've got just under 8 hours until the new prisoners arrive. They're starting to fix the solitary cells as well. I'm not anticipating any problems with guys that I'll need to put them in solitary, but there's always the possibility that I will have them. So that's fine. All these guys seem to be either sleeping or fine. They need more recreation time apparently. Well, you've got plenty of opportunities to have recreation, so you know, there's plenty of pool tables there for you. So it's your own fault if you don't use them. I mean, I could put a TV in all their rooms as well, which actually that's not a bad idea. How much do a TV cost? Do a TV cost? 200. It's pretty expensive, but it might be worth it to keep them under control. I mean, after a while we're going to have plenty of money coming in, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. I mean, we'll have like over 1,000 coming in after we get this next batch of prisoners, so I think I can probably afford to put a TV in every cell block. But first, I need to get these things going. And I just realised I haven't put the back wall on again, which is kind of irritating actually. I'm also going to take these lights down, which apparently have already been installed immediately, which is kind of interesting. Right, go, put the beds in. That was not how I want the bed put in. Fortunately, because I'd already paid for it, when I cancel it, it doesn't cost me any more money to get a new one. Right, then we want the toilets in. I know this is tedious and we've seen it before, but it needs to be done. I'm pretty sure that all of the prisoners are currently fairly happy. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they're all happy. Now the question is, would I electrocute them with a TV? I don't think I would. I don't think the TV doesn't need to be connected to the power supply, technically, which I think suggests that I can get away with putting a TV inside a cell. I'm going to put one inside. Which way is this going? This way. I'm going to put one inside this cell right here, and when he has a shower, if he dies, I'll know that I can't do it. So he's going to be my guinea pig, but you know, he's a prisoner, that's what he's here for, to be guinea pigs for me to try stuff. So I also still haven't put in the cell doors for the other cells, but frankly I don't need them right now. Bang up is not really that big of an issue right now. So, because everyone should be fairly getting along at the moment, because they have pretty much everything they need. The only things they don't have are things that they haven't given themselves, and they've got plenty of opportunity to do that. So there should be no real problems with me not putting in the utilities and things. Right, here we go. Gotta plumb these in as well. Don't think he's installed the TV yet, so I don't know if they're gonna electrocute themselves. Hopefully I will find out tomorrow, because I should have finished installing all of this stuff by tomorrow. Let's put the electrical cable down the same as the water cable. I know that seems very stupid, but it's okay. Right, so we've got 24 prisoners now. The more prisoners have arrived. I actually want to hire some more guards as well. Let's have 8 guards. So we're down to plus 800 now because I hired a few extra guards, but they will be necessary, so it's all fine. Okay, so there's plenty of meals to go around for everyone. So anyone who's hungry should. Wow, he needs a lot of recreation. Why does he need so much recreation? He's got plenty of pool tables and things. Have they installed the TV yet? No, not yet. They've got plenty of free time. In fact, I kind of... there's only a couple that really badly need recreation, so it should be okay. Prisoners, yeah, that's fine. I want regime. I need to put in some work time. Let's put in work time from 12 to 5. So they have 2 hours of free time in the morning and 3 hours of free time in the evening. That should both get the prison clean and tidy and all the uniforms clean, and should also give them plenty of time to deal with their recreation issues down here. There we go. So yeah, this guy's getting a bit antsy about clothing. That guy was antsy about exercise. He's running around the yard here. In fact, I want to put concrete tiles all over the yard. I don't think I want to keep that as the yard though, is the issue. Actually, no, that's fine. I can keep that as the yard. Yeah, I'm going to cover that in concrete tiles so they can run faster. Hopefully they will install everything else first, though. That's kind of the priority. Right, okay, has he installed the TV? No, he hasn't installed the TV yet. He's actually showering in someone else's cell by the looks of it, which is a bit odd. Right, exercise, family and things, fine. We're down to 14,000 cash, which is not wonderful. But we're still making money, so it's not a huge deal. It just means that we won't be able to be spending full out like we have been. But that's okay. I mean, this is a fully working prison right now. We're still installing the cell blocks here, so they haven't quite... Did I actually sell them to build all of those? Oh, they're doing the yard before anything else. That's kind of annoying. Oh well, it's fine. It should all be done by the end of today, so it's not a huge issue. Oh, I actually haven't set these as cells. That would be an issue. Haven't put down any drains for this cell block either. Oops. Which is kind of important. So I'll do that in a minute. That would be why he's showering in someone else's shower. Because he doesn't have a shower of his own. Now it all makes sense to me. We need showers here. All the way along here. There we go. I did put in to build a wall there, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Alright, just hasn't been done yet, that's all. So, that is all good. Yeah, this bit of pipe at the end hasn't been installed, and I think there's a bit of pipe all this pipe down here hasn't been installed either. That's okay. I don't actually have a prison guard in this corridor, which I should do. Let's have a guy patrol like this, and then he will deal with any people who set off the metal detector as well. So we've got one in the canteen, one in this hallway, one stationed here, and one in that cell. I should probably have one in this cell as well, but I don't have the doors right. Why is there a... Okay, so that's the one-click door and it's going that way. So, let's put that one there, and then 2 clicks there. And I want to demolish this wall and have this door like that. Okay. Have they installed his TV yet? No, not yet. It's taken a little while. It's probably least of their priorities right now. Seems like everything is going okay. We have one prisoner with serious complaints, but that's actually pretty good with 24 regular security prisoners. So everything is going well. I don't know if we've all got enough prison clothing. Hopefully we do. Let's have deployment here. Jobs. Let's put more guys into here. Just put as many as possible into both of these, which is 30 maximum, which means some of the places will have not enough people working on it. It also says it needs a laundry basket. There are plenty of laundry baskets about. There's one right here that's full. The reason that it does that is because there's no laundry baskets in the laundry room, but they will continue working even though the laundry baskets are out here. I should have another one somewhere as well. I don't see it. It's probably been dumped in a corner somewhere. That's fine. I also want to start thinking about putting lights in because it's now getting pretty dark. But I think everything is good. I want to have deployment. Yeah, I need a patrol in this prison cell as well. So there we go. And that leaves 3 free guys, which is fine. I also want to put a staff only marker on here and here. And that's kind of fine. In fact, I'd rather have that as these as prison doors actually, so I'm going to dismantle both of these and put in jail doors, just to make sure that the prisoners don't get around and get accidentally let out, because that could happen. So I'll put one there, and someone should remove that door as well. And because there's a guy stationed in here at all times, or will be again, because I've just managed to screw up his deployment, once I can station a guard only in here again, I'll make sure that this door is always able to be opened. Really? That's kind of interesting that you've gone down like that, but alright. That's fine. So, yeah, that's good. We have plenty of power left on the power station, although that's probably going to go down when I start installing the things. What the... Have I put holding cell here rather than solitary? I think I have. Yeah, I put holding cells in rather than solitary confinement because I'm an idiot. Oh, and security is now done, so I can put my security room in here, and it also needs the same equipment as I need for a regular office. However, I have a different way of setting out my offices for my security, and I will show you why when I start actually paying for security cameras. For now, you're just going to have to bear with me. Let's get rid of this planning shit. I don't need that. That's good. So this is all fairly nice. Everyone's under control and happy and not causing riots, and that's just the way I like it. So let's have a look at needs. Sleep is the highest one. Clothing is getting a bit dodgy, but that's kind of to be expected, because clothing of course is kind of broken right now. Family is pretty good. I still need to put more phone booths in. I think really what I should be working on now is putting in a workshop, because the workshop will bring in a lot of money. And if I put one, should I just do, whoa, if I just go like this and put a workshop like here, in fact if I put a workshop like that, that'll be a nice big workshop. I'll just put like the entrance like there or something. Yeah, that'll work. Let's get rid of these trees. Don't need those trees. And then you want foundations to there and there. Then we want to get rid of the planning. Actually, no. Let's put the door in first, and then we'll get rid of the planning. There we go. So once that's done, we'll have a workshop here, which we can send people to work in, and that will create license plates, which we'll be able to sell and make money from. I need to put a brick wall across the back here. Oh, I can't build one right now because they're still building the foundations. How lovely. Okay, so, and then I need to put the lights in, because this place is very, very dark. I also need to put in a line for the power for the workshop, but that's okay. I mean, I'm not overly bothered by that. I probably won't be able to put too many workstations in the workshop to begin with, but we'll see when that guy gets out of the way. Yeah, there we go, good. Let's stick those in there, and I also want to dismantle all these lights once they're installed. dismantle all of these, and all of these. There we go, because they are not in the positions that I want them to be in. And let's start putting in the workshop equipment. So put in a saw there, a press there. Let's put another saw. Actually, let's put the press in first. Actually, no. Hold on. Let's cancel those two. Put a press there and a press there, and I'll put a saw there and a saw there. There we go. That works. And this room is probably going to have maximum number of workers, which is 20. So let's set this up and let's see, jobs, yeah, maximum 20. I'm going to max that out because why the hell not? I don't think we need anywhere near as many people working the laundry as we do. Let's just take all of them off the laundry for now. Then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 should be enough. I'll make it 8, just in case. That should be absolutely fine. And now I need to install electrical cable, which I think I'll put in its own line for this. Let's have one coming right like that. We'll go like this. So that'll be a little bit expensive, but worth it. So we'll go like that and do that. We've only got 5,000 left. So let's put another table saw here and there. Another press here and there. That's 8 workstations right now, which is good. That's a lot of water. His TV is installed. He's not showering. Why is he not showering? I don't think that's because the TV... Okay, good. The TV's getting hit, and the TV is fine. Good. So I can put TVs in all their rooms for entertainment once I can afford it, and that should all be good. So we've got another 8 prisoners coming in now. So we're now up to 28 prisoners. 32 prisoners. There we go. We got some... do we have any dodgy people? Nope. Tabor Dunnypace. Originally he was mistakenly counted as a prisoner when he botched an attempt to spring his brother. He liked the food so much that he's been committing crimes ever since to get back in for a second helping of mashed potatoes. Wow, that guy's a little bit fucked up in the head, isn't he? Alright, imagine trying to break into prison. Anyway, that is everything powered up. That's good. Actually, I need to put a full-time guard in the workshop, because these things are expensive, and the inmates do like to have fights in the workshop. So if they do have a fight in the workshop, I want it broken up immediately, because I can't really afford to replace this equipment. Now then, now that's all done, I can actually afford time to put in the lights. So let's start putting in some lights. It's only taken me, what, 5 days to put some lights in. But then, you know, lights aren't overly important. As you can see, life goes on without them. Oh, there's the other laundry basket. That guy's just hoarding it in his cell. They do seem to tend to leave the laundry baskets in random people's cells. I'm not quite sure why. Maybe they think they smell or something, but yeah, they do seem to just leave them in people's cells. That's wrong. No, cancel that. I want it there. That's right, isn't it? Yeah. There and there. Let's put another one here, there, and here and there. And that should light the workshop up nicely. Now then, solitary. I'm not too bothered about lighting solitary, so we'll have one there. And let's light up the canteen. Stick one in the middle as well. Kitchen. And the visitation area. Make that nicely lit. One in the holding cell, one in each of these places. I'll stick one in the corner there and there. One in security, one in the infirmary. You don't need one in the morgue. Dead people don't need to be able to see. And I'll put the lights over this side of the desks here. I'm not too bothered about having a light in there. Light in the laundry room's kind of important, so we'll do that. Let's mirror that in here. There we go. That's actually not quite right. One there, one there. Just for all you OCD people like me. And that's good. So now the prison is starting to get lit up. How's the powers? Ooh, yeah. I'm going to spend the last 1,000 that we have on getting another capacitor, because I've got a feeling we might need it soon. There's a lot of people just hanging around, not working in here. Need to remove a few jobs, because we only need 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. So we've got 3 extras in here. Yeah, so we got... Yeah, good. Now everyone should be working. Here we go. So you can see they're cutting up the sheet metal, in this sheet metal stuff here, into license plates blank, and then the presses make them into license plates. At the end of the day at midnight, we sell all of the license plates and we make money, and that is the main way we're going to be getting income. I mean, we have 1,500 income from having so many prisoners and having what's it called? Federal assistance, I guess. But our main income does come from having the prisoners work on license plates. I mean, earlier on I said it's not all that important, and earlier on it wasn't, but now we don't have any grant money left. Now it's important. Up to 13 prisoners. I don't want those prisoners right now. They can wait. I will have them because I want to go up to 52, but they were also sending 13 right then, as you noticed, so yeah, they were not fucking about. So I don't want to do that until I have at least this other prison block completed. I could put in another smaller prison block down here as well if I need to. I'll just sort of knock out this prison block here, and or maybe this one, and just have a walkway through. But I suppose I could just have them walk through the workshop, that also works. But yeah, oh yeah, I also need to put in some drains here, 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 and here, and that should stop any flooding of the rest of the complex. And I'm pretty sure that these telephones are accessible to everyone, even though they're in individual people's cells. So they should be available to everyone. Let's have a look at the needs. Food is needed, but I think it's feeding time now. Family is a little bit needed, but everything seems to be good. Even clothing is under control. So yeah, this is going very well. I'm very pleased with this. Apparently we don't have any power down here. I'm going to put in some power. Not really. No, I don't really have enough money for it. I only have 61. So yeah, I don't really have enough money to put lighting in for this area, but I'm not too bothered about that, frankly. Apparently this is lit up as well, but I just can't see it. But that's fine. So everyone is good. As you can see here, no one is coming through with contraband, and they can't get into the kitchen, so unless the guard lets them through. And the guard will only let through one person at a time, or all the people that do come through when the guard opens it have been allowed through by the guard, which is why it's a good idea to have a jail door right here, just because it makes sure that no prisoners will go into the kitchen unless they're working. And when they're working, I don't think they tend to grab any shivs or knives or anything. Sometimes they do, but it's quite rare that they do that, so that's good. And because there are guys stationed here, they should be opening these doors for everyone who needs to get through. Seems that this guy is doing most of it, but that's okay. I'm also going to have a guy stationed in here at some point just to watch the CCTV cameras. But we don't have any CCTV cameras just yet, so I'm not having to worry about that at the moment, which is good. So we have 32 out of 32 normal prisoners right now, and everything is going very smoothly. I'm happy with this. I am very happy. I like the fact that everything is going well. This guy's exercising on the weights bench. He's weightlifting because he's a big buff guy. Sentenced to 8 years for robbery. Oh, well, you were a bad boy, weren't you? I think he's exercising, so he needs recreation, so he needs to play with a pool table. But it is sleepy time, so back to your cell and go to sleep. And I think this is a good time to end this video, because we're going on for a little while now, and some of the prisoners, the one who need to sleep at least are sleeping, and the ones who don't, well, they don't need to sleep, I suppose, so they don't have to. Here's the first selling though. We'll see how much we get for our license plates. Yeah, 1,600 for our license plates. So as you can see, we got more for our license plates than we did for our daily cash flow, because it doesn't actually say how much you make in the daily cash flow. So yeah, we made 3,500 in total today, so that's really good. It means I'll be able to buy more prison presses, or rather more workshop presses, and if I do a few more of those, I'll be able to build another wing over here, and then we will be very, very well set. So yeah, excuse me. Hope you've enjoyed watching the second episode of Prison Architect. I almost forgot what this game is called. And come back next time for more than prison labour. Oh, and I can now get my my psychologist. So let's hire him. Hire the psychologist. That's going to be his office right there. So desk there, chair there, filing cabinet there, and his bin. Go there. And we just set that as an office. There we go. I'll put in the walls later, because this area doesn't really need any walls, with the exception of the cleaning cupboard and the oh, the fuck is it called? Laundry. But I'm not too bothered about them right now. The holding cell still doesn't have its benches and shit installed, which is interesting. That's fine. My workers are all working overtime to get this prison up and running in time. I need a couple more things of electricity, and that should hopefully power the kitchen. No, it hasn't powered the kitchen yet. Why is the kitchen not yet powered? Oh, because I haven't done underneath the middle thing here. That should be done very soon, and then hopefully we've got enough power for this. I think to make sure, I'm going to put in some more capacitors. In fact, I'll put in 4 more capacitors, which cost me 4,000, but it's totally worth it. Right, good. The kitchen is now all a go-go, which is excellent. And actually, I want to put up brick walls to the kitchen right now. And here for the accountant, I need the objects for her to be able to work. So I need a desk, a chair, and a filing cabinet. And she's going to get a bin as well, because all the officers are getting bins. That's good. So the canteen is done, the kitchen is done. Looks like breakfast is ready. So here come all the prisoners to eat. There's a bunch of guys who... Yeah, this guy has some contraband already. This, Ian Steele, he had some narcotics. Bad man. Are you going to bag up that contraband before someone grabs it? No. Betteridge got it. We're going to search you, because we know that you took the contraband. And there's someone else there who has some either contraband or a weapon of some description. That's fine. So our cells are now full, but that's okay. We've got another day to be able to make any more, and we need to get everything else under control before we even start worrying about that. I can also take off the planning for here, like that. Make the place look a little bit more tidy than it was. I'll deal with the walls for there later on. There's nowhere else that's really essential for me to wall off right now. We've got loads of power on the power station now. Hey there, and welcome back to Prison Architect. This is episode 2. So last time our prisoners arrived, and we started building the prison, obviously. We still have next to no lights installed, we have no common room, we have no family facilities, which are a little bit of an issue. But I think what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to put a payphone in every cell. I mean, there's plenty of space for them, so if I put a payphone in every cell, that means that every prisoner has access to a phone, so at any time that they have free time and they're in their cell, they can call their family, and that sounds like a really good idea. So I mean, they're not going to plan any prison breaks, so I suppose that's a good idea. So it does, however, mean that payphones they have here, phone booths, are 300 each, which is very expensive. It's the same cost as a pool table. So in fact, yeah, it's most of the price of a cooker. It's basically the same price as a large jail door, which is very expensive, but I think it would be worth it to keep the populace under control. So, let's see. Where are we at? Doing okay. We're installing the kitchen right now, which also means I need to install the canteen. So if I install the kitchen and there's no canteen to eat in, then they're going to have problems. So let's go ahead and install all the benches and tables for the canteen. There we go, and I also need serving tables for the canteen. I'll go there, and that will make sure that the canteen is running fairly smoothly, hopefully. Everything else seems to be working fine. I could actually put in some visitation tables, which are actually better for keeping prisoners happy, family-wise. So yeah, I'll put in a couple of visitation tables, just 2 for now. Do I already have the... No, I don't have the metal detector installed yet. I want to put that in. There we go. I'll put the metal detector there. And what else do I need? Let's see. Well, I have a couple of offices down there and a security office there. That's fine. I can't really do anything with the security office right now. Yeah, I could put lights in here, but it's not really worth it right now. I do need to install power to there, but other than that, that's all good. Is there anything that's going to make them immediately riot? Not really. I still need to research a couple of things like deployment. The reason for that is that the kitchen is full of knives, and if inmates get in there, they're going to start stealing them and stabbing each other. So that's a pretty important thing to deal with. Okay, so I also want to put in a power line that goes underneath the power thing, and I'll just put it all the way to there, and that will power all of that cell block as well. It will take quite a while to install it, but it's necessary, so we'll do it. And that means that this metal detector will also be running full tilt. Actually, I want to remove this jail door right here. Dismantle it, please. Thank you. I don't want it right there. I want to put it here, I think. Actually, maybe here. No, I'll put it down here, because then the only thing that's not immediately available to all of them is the holding cell. In fact, no, I should just put it just after the holding cell, because then they can get everywhere to clean, but they don't need to be going to areas that would be dangerous for me. Also, I can set the yard right now as well. Let's put the yard just like... There you go. That can be the yard. Why not? Okay, so we've got some more prisoners arriving soon. That'll be fine. The holding cell is nearly done. I haven't hired an accountant yet. Can I do that? I can now hire an accountant. I'll put the accountant here. Rooms. I want an office right